NBA sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And give him a gain of 37. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Ebron caught left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Again, it's Harris. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Second down and 3. On the handoff, it's Gurley. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Steelers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Again, it's Harris on second down. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. This defense for the Browns, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Back deep for the Browns, Travis Benjamin. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Chubb. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On play action, Wentz. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's second down now. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Play action. Now Wentz. Washington's got it. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Well, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's brought in by Harris. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Wentz now on 1st down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz, he gets it complete to Harris. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to connect with Mims. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz. And that's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Steelers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Mayfield. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Flushed out right. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. And the catch made by Hilton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Second and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Mayfield with it once more. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On play action, it's Wentz. He's got it complete to Perkins. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to launch it for Washington. And this one is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Able to power through. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 142 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 2nd and 5. Mayfield on play action. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And now off to the races, down the right side. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At that 18-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
On the give, this is Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at...
He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Steelers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 69 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. This is Harris. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Harris. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Harris. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. That's going to set them back 5 yards. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Here's Wentz to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Going with a big fullback wide. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
This likely a must-have. Third and goal.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Hey, empty.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Now Wentz. Got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A disappointing drop there on fourth and goal. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Boy, 208 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
First down, Cleveland.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They go play action, Mayfield. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down. They'll have to throw it anyway.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. They'll try and run with Ballage. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wentz going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Wentz on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz sliding out of the pocket. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games, or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
231 yards for him on the ground, as this has been a night to remember to this point. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here on it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Here's Jamie Gillen down. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Harris to return. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On play action, Wentz. Being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. One final try now for Wentz. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, they continue to show they'll be a tough out in the playoffs as they move to 14-2 on the year.